Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome back to Manning Up in the Kitchen with the host Amir Tracy Muhammad. Today's program is being sponsored by Amir Universal Media LLC. Well, we're back in Bessemer. Can you believe that? Last week we was with our vegan chef Fatima Shabazz, not too far away from here. And today we have a very special guest who's right here in Bessemer. We thank everybody for tuning in. Please like and share. Uh, right now, we're going to give you a few minutes. Our wonderful Brother Abdul, is in the food truck fixing a Philly chicken steak. Okay, chicken Philly steak. Uh, we want to give a special shout out to him and all of the men that was a part of Men Do Wear Pink event at the Bessemer Civic Center. We thank the phenomenal sister, Cher Johnson, who put on a very phenomenal show today. I got to see a little bit on Facebook. I wasn't able to attend that one, but it made me so happy and very joyful to know that so many men were there modeling their pink. And if you know the journey of our women in particular, that journey of breast cancer, and for me to see the excitement and hear the hollering and screaming today, it really did my heart very well. So kudos to all of the brothers. We do have one of the models that's right here, the owner of Hollywood Grill food truck. He's being seen all over Birmingham, Jefferson County, and beyond. He does a phenomenal job. Yesterday was a very great day. Uh, Started out with me early in the morning and here in Adamsville with the Cancer Awareness Network. They're continuing celebrating their 25th anniversary. And yesterday they had a 5K run and walk. And I had the honor of being there. I didn't participate in the run and walk, but I was a cheerleader, and we was able to do some video or two for the group. So kudos to Miss Minister Loretta Herring, Sister Sandra Calloway Fields, and the whole group of women, the organization itself, for being around for 25 years, not just being around, but being involved and being a part of this breast cancer awareness movement. Later on that day, found myself 7 miles, no, 7 minutes from my home with the phenomenal organization headed by our sister Deloach. What a great day. The Magic City Brunch Club hosted a luncheon right in Center Point. Miss Jada Deloach. Put some respect on that name, okay? That was the first time in the organization, first time putting a luncheon on, packed house, right out there in Center Point. The scenery was great. I want to thank our brother, Mayor Scott, who attended, and also Councilwoman DM Collins. Wow, what a great day we had on yesterday. Well, here we are today, manning up in the kitchen with Hollywood Grill. And in a few minutes, our brother Abdul, how long you got, Abdul? He's working in there. Uh, but I don't want to go too far in the interview because I have a lot of things I want to highlight that this brother has done and is doing in our community uh, for many years. Oh, by the way, I have to give a special thanks to Brother Abdul, Big Brother Walt, uh, in the Community First Birmingham organization that honored myself and about 14 other men about 2 weeks ago um, out in Oxmoor, the Recreation Center in Oxmoor. That was a phenomenal event. And I did not know 2 weeks ago that on today we'll be interviewing our brother and our friend, Brother Abdul. But that's what we're going to be doing. We wanted to be at another location, but since he was at the Civic Center just a little while ago, we thought it'd be best to transition right here, uh, right here in Bessemer. Uh, Without any further ado, a delay, I said enough about him. We have our brother and our friend, Brother Abdul. He ain't dressed in the pink. He got a little pink on. And family, this is Brother Abdul Wahid. So, man, good evening, man. Welcome to Manning Up in the Kitchen. We thank you so much. Come over a little bit, I think. That's gonna be your seat.
Yes, sir.
But brother, we want to thank you, from the bottom of my heart for what you did today at the Best of Civic Center. To be a model for the phenomenal women who've been through so much. And unfortunately, uh, many men leave their wives when they're diagnosed. But to hear the screaming that I saw on Facebook and the hollering and the cheering, the brothers on, all of the men, I want to thank you for that because many don't know what it really means. But it meant a lot for me to see it. So I know it meant a lot for the sisters that were there today. So kudos to you again. Thank you again, as I was saying, for honoring us. One of the Hero Awards a couple of weeks ago. Community First Birmingham. Y'all been doing it a long, long time. And it was deep an honor for me on behalf of my children and my family. Again, thank you for that. So today, nothing make an event like food and music. We're not having the music going on right now, but the music gonna be the food, the rhythm of the chewing of the food in a little while, all right? So, brother, welcome to Manning Up in the Kitchen. Um, Thank you so much again for allowing us to be with you in Hollywood Grill. So thank you very much. Tell the listener audience, viewing audience, a little bit about what you do and how long you've been in business with Hollywood Grill.
Well, I've been in business nearly 5 years. It'll be 5 years in January. And what I do is I try to create a family-oriented business, whereas I could hire my own. My mom, she's currently employed by me as well, and I just try to create a platform where we all can make a lucrative way of life.
You doing that, I'm sure, because you all over the place. Now, this ain't Hollywood, California, we in, Hollywood, Florida. We right here at the Hollywood Grill in Bessemer, Alabama. So
One thing about Hollywood, Hollywood can also be a state of mind.
there you go.
You know,
So
we all like to have a little lighter, like to share success, and I think Hollywood corresponds to success, stimulates success. Once you are successful, a lot of people move to Hollywood. But what if your mentality could be Hollywood, where you can come on down and get you a celebrity cheeseburger, a motion picture Philly steak, some spotlight wings, a star punch? You
uh-oh.
know, so we have a theme going on here, and you could be a Hollywood.
Oh, see, I knew it was more to the name than what meant the ears and the eyes. So that was a good segue for you to explain why it's Hollywood, right? Is
Yes, sir.
that pretty much why you named that? Your
Well,
business
actually,
that?
it was named by a couple of guys when I was a employee. I had a couple of friends who used to see me all the time doing news interviews because of the things that I was doing in the community. So when they see me at work the next day, they say, "Hey, he's Hollywood," and, and I kind of coined the name, and the name got associated with the grill. So I said, you know what, we could put some more emphasis on the Hollywood. I've never been to Hollywood, but they said that's the apex for success.
Right.
I bring Hollywood to me.
Well, I feel
And
like
to
I'm in
everyone.
Hollywood. It's like you got some Hollywood food right here that we'll enjoy. We'll sit down for a second.
Yes, sir.
So, brother Abdul, I just want to say uh, that, during the pandemic, uh, which is still going on, but at the height of the pandemic, uh, that was a special feature of you, a news outlet here in Birmingham, where you were actually taking Hollywood Grill food truck to various neighborhoods throughout the city, so people could go to restaurants, but they could come right outside their door down the street, and you were there. What brought that on as far as you doing that particular phenomenal uh, community outreach?
Well, I knew that there was a shelter inside, shelter indoors, yeah, shelter in place thing that was going on around Birmingham and surrounding areas. People wanted to get out and they wanted to enjoy cooking outside of the house. Therefore, so you know what? Got together with a bunch of my colleagues in the food truck business, and we started to supply neighborhoods. And believe it or not, by going to those neighborhoods, we were keeping each other. We were able to invest in the community. We were able to provide a service to the community, and most importantly, where a lot of your bigger companies were going out of business, we were able to stay afloat.
Right.
So it was more like a circulation thing where I take care of you, you take care of me, and that precipitated existence. So here we are still today, post pandemic.
That's right. So, theme of the Man It Up in the Kitchen show is how to think and eat to live. So we really focus on nutrition and striving our best to make food our medicine. But we do know sometimes we go strive for a little comfort food, right?
Yes, sir.
So a part of your menu, you did mention some of the items, but what about salads and stuff like things like salads? Do you offer salads too right now?
Not necessarily upon request, of course, considering that I do a lot of catering business. However, I do offer vegan options. I have a vegan burger that I also sell on the street.
Well, that's right in line with what we're talking about. So your catering service, right? How long you been doing that?
Actually, I've been doing it for about maybe 2 years now.
Okay.
And what happens is, Hollywood Grill was so much on me that I wasn't able to make money in other areas. And I guess the key to it is to have multiple streams. So what I did was, instead of what we call hard sales, going out on the street every day, I cater, and that gives me the opportunity to make and create other revenue streams.
Wow. So in business and doing any time, there's always peaks and there's valleys. So usually when you're in the valley, it's when you become more creative. That's pretty much what took place.
The thing of it is, what I would say with Hollywood and doing food business, that I got a Philly cheesesteak, chicken Philly, that's sitting right here on the table.
Now who's that for?
That is for you.
Whoa, okay.
But see, what's unique about it, and what I consider, is that on your way to me, you pass by 20 other Philly steaks, chicken Philly, right? So in order to bring you to me, the creativeness had to give you a Philly steak that you can only give me.
Wow.
So I got some sauce on there that we call the magic sauce. And brother, by the time you finish that Philly steak, now hopefully the magic won't make you
Disappear.
disappear,
Or get too big.
Yeah, get too big.
Reappear twice.
Right, but hopefully the magic will be an awakening that you'll hook on Hollywood Grill and you'll come back to serve us, and we'll be gladly able to serve you.
Wow, that is awesome, man. So I can't wait a few seconds. I'm gonna indulge, and hopefully I can disappear a little bit more. I don't want to get too big. I'm trying to, come down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Right, but what I did incorporate, though, even though it is a chicken Philly, you taught me a few years ago about turmeric powder and those abilities that the turmeric powder offers.
Remember that.
I do. So what I did was, I do put a pinch of healthiness, even though in some cases you may have a little bit, it's not as a healthy food choice. However, I can add a little healthiness to it.
Well, today it's gonna be comfort food for me today,
Right.
and you didn't have to say the turmeric in it, but now I know I'm gonna indulge because I can justify. I got
Right.
turmeric in this. You know what I mean? So, what, I want to go back to, we've been knowing each other for over 20 years. But a few years ago, about 6 years ago, I remember I came to you and Brother Walt about, Brother Brown Bosom, because I was, as the chairperson of the Sister Strut 5K Run, Walk, and Stroll, I wanted to make sure that being out. Brother Walk and others really came a part of that. What did it mean then, and what does it mean to you now to be a part of this breast cancer awareness movement?
Brother, what that taught
Got a
me
little
was,
company here.
yeah, what
No chicken Philly for
no
you.
chicken Philly for you. What that taught me was, brother, that anytime change was needed in our community, it was the woman that gave birth to it. If you don't take care of the woman, you can't take care of the community by excluding. You build your woman, you build your nation by taking care of your woman. So on that path, we did realize the importance of it, and that really brought awareness to how many women are affected by it. You wouldn't think about it if that's not where your mind is. But so many women are affected by breast cancer. So many households, right? And it's kind of hard to think in higher frequencies when you have an ailing body.
Let's think about the women, but when it affects the women, it affects our children.
It affects the house.
It affects the whole community. So a few years ago, we came up with a program called "What About the Children?" well, Breast Cancer Awareness 365 is putting together care packages for children whose mothers were going through treatments at the time. So this is a scourge that's really having with all of the plethora of issues going on in the black community. This breast cancer and other cancers and other diseases is reaping havoc. And so to have brothers like you and others who will stand up and just have the presence and the willing attitude, that speaks volumes. Uh, I just can't overemphasize enough what it means to me and others that's on the ground. 365, we have brothers out here on the ground too, and being a part of helping our women and our children in our community. So I cannot ever thank you enough. Uh, because it means a lot. So no, no. So you haven't. What are some of the locations you be at all the time? I mean, for the most part, I know you be everywhere. But what's your some places that you know you're gonna be at this day, that day, that day, that.
Well, since I'm catering driven, I do a lot of catering for fitness.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
Fitness.
That is. Okay.
Yes. And I frequently visit Grandview Hospital.
Okay.
It's a number of locations, Princeton Hospital. Oftentimes, I try to go to Princeton on the days that the cafeteria is closed to provide the service, like holidays. It's not a lot of restaurants that are available to those first responders, or those.
Right.
So I try to provide this service or create a lane that I can be efficient in. And if I can provide that service to you when everything else is not available,
Right.
then it's room for that and I drive it to the wheels fall.
Right. So what a blessing. So your sister, I think I know your sister. One of your sisters, right?
Yes,
Latika.
let's see.
Been knowing her for a long time, Sister Latika, down in Mobile. Yeah. So what does it mean when you know you have your family support? Know you say your mother is one of your employees right now. What does it mean to be able to give back and help mama and have on your team?
Mhm.
What does it mean to you? As we speaking about women, what does it mean to you to be able to do that for your mother?
One thing for me to have a successful business, you gotta have a focus on it. And by having people that support you that you can depend on, and don't mind correcting you when you're wrong,
Right,
and being just genuinely honest with
right,
you, that goes so far when it comes to success. I mean, if you have something on your face, be honest enough to tell me, hey, you got something on your face. And my mom is that person. She will let you know, son, be on time. Son, be faster. You know, and when you have that type of support group, there's no stopping.
well, let me see what kind of report I'm gonna give you to your mama.
Okay.
Let
Okay.
me. I don't want to be putting no pressure on you, but this is. Yeah, what am I supposed to do with this?
Man, I'm telling you, you're gonna go to sleep. Hopefully, you don't go to sleep before the show is on.
Man, this is enough for me to eat tomorrow
Yes, sir.
and the next day almost.
Yes, sir. Well, I tell you, it's so good, brother. You won't even notice the quantity. It's quality.
I ain't complaining either. Trying to be modest as I can.
Oh yeah.
All right, I don't even know what do y'all see this? I know y'all see that. That's a filling steak cheese. Yeah, we need to show. We need to show this. Yeah, I think our camera person got a good shot of it. Okay, I know y'all want it, but not now. It's mine. Well, if I had a mic, I'd drop it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Delicious. That's awesome. I'm not just saying that. You know me, don't
Yes, sir.
you?
Yes, sir.
This is awesome, brother. I thank you. That's a good sound. Good feeling.
Brother, what? When your lights get turned off and your car get repoed and no Wi-Fi, no cable, and all you got is a food truck, some meat, and God. I had to create something, brother, to get my lights turned on.
Well, you turned them on.
Yes, sir.
Now you turning my lights on, you know, my
Yes, sir.
palate, you
Yes,
know.
sir.
What a taste. What a taste. Man, that is brother. God has blessed your hands and your mind. And you know, cooking is very spiritual, as you know. You know, it's a very spiritual thing. And you really have to love to do it to get this kind of results. You know, so well, I we're gonna cut this short because I'm ready to indulge a lot more. But brother, do you have any final comments? Anything you want to say to the listening audience right now? Again, you have contact information for your catering service. You know, you have a website or you have a Facebook account. Anything you want to say to the public right now, feel free to do it.
First, I would like to say, follow your hopes and dreams. Never give up. Even when it's darkness, eventually you can turn those lights back on. But never give up. You can follow us. We have two ways of getting in touch with us. You can follow us on Instagram, Hollywood Grill Food Truck, or our Facebook account, Hollywood Grill Food Truck as well. Or you can just simply call 205-580-3140. And you can reach us and we'll tell you where we're located. Oftentimes we do post our location on social media networking sites. Or you can just give us a call and I'll tell you where we're headed, when we're headed there, and what you want before you get there. And I have it ready and hot by the time you get there.
Wow. So you give us the contact information where we can reach you. So we thank you again, brother Abdul. Man, you have blessed us today. You blessed the people that came out to the Civic Center. You blessed me even though I couldn't make it there, but I made it here for this interview. Means so much to me and the staff with Manning Up in the Kitchen. Again, this has been sponsored by Amir Universal Studio LLC. Um, and we'll be back next week, next Sunday, and you should see a flyer real soon. Uh, so again, thank you to the listening audience. Please like and share this, even when it's over. Continue to share it. We really appreciate it, and see y'all soon. And to God be the glory.